Every family has its dark secrets, but the Gravelstokes keep a secret written in the blood of Narath.
Welcome, humble adventurers, to my realm of knowledge and mystery. Here, in my cursed library, are endless tomes and scrolls on the darkest and evilest foes in all the realms. Be they from Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder, the many worlds of darkness, or any realm in between. Welcome to the Dastardly Decimal System. I'm your caretaker of the corrupt, the librarian, Castor Cain. Vega? What's wrong? Oh, we've a guest. Reyra Yuval? Is that you?
Yes it is. It has been quite a bit, Mr. Cain.
Reyra, are you okay? You're injured. Do you need help?
I am fine. I am quite adept at healing. It just takes a little bit.
What happened?
I am an exterminator, of sorts, so I'm used to hunting monsters. But recently, while in Nentir Vale, I seem to have become the target of some assassins.
What can I do to help? I do know some people who can help. I think I know people. I'm pretty sure I know people who can help.
All I require is some tea and some information, if that's possible.
Of course. What do you need?
I need information on a guild of assassins known as the Gravelstoke.
Oh dear, that's a terrifying name. Okay, take a seat. I'm gonna brew us up some ginger peach tea. It's a delicious black tea with ginger, peach, and blackberry leaves. It's great for healing and dealing with the inflammation from those wounds. When it's ready, we can talk about the Gravelstoke assassins. Oh wait, I may need some maps. Where are my maps? I need my maps!
Run, little kitten.
There exists many worlds, and each seem to have its own variety of jobs and careers. The assassin profession, however, seems to permeate across the entire multiverse. Now, unlike other groups of killers for hire, the Gravelstoke are not a guild or a company. They are, in fact, a biological family, and one that has thrived in the Narath Empire for centuries. Centuries ago, the Narath continent was entirely conquered by a single army. This led to the creation of the Narath Empire, a massive human-based kingdom that housed millions upon millions of citizens, all led by a powerful king. The Gravelstokes thrived during this empire. The height of the empire was also the height of the Gravelstoke family. They were a family with power and prestige, and were the envy of all noble houses. They owned numerous estates, held a massive house guard, and had a very vast coffer of wealth. They were favored by the king, and often found themselves at the center of political events. This meant that they were also at the center of political backstabbing and civil strife. More than once, the Gravelstokes were forced to squash or end an old rivalry, an act that would deplete their coffers and diminish their house. Yet throughout these troubled times, they always found themselves with a wealthy benefactor in the king. For the king, and very few others, knew the dark secret of the Gravelstoke and their real source of income. They were assassins. Assassino! Led by the family patriarch, the Gravelstokes would take jobs for the crown and select other powerful figures. The Gravelstokes took pride in their killing skills. Their signature ability was one that turned their victim's corpse into a black rock. Things for the family changed, however, when the empire fell. Left without a rich benefactor to support their bloody actions, the family patriarch, Andrew Gravelstoke, left the city, retired to the country, and took most of his surviving family with him. When Andrew passed, he left his family wealth and holdings to his children, who immediately squandered it away. Instead of a family spread out across hundreds of estates, the Gravelstokes lived in a bleak stone mansion in the barony of Harkenwald, with a modest summer retreat in Fulcrest. The current patriarch is Xander Gravelstoke, Andrew's grandson. Now it's been many years since Andrew's reign as patriarch, and those years have been filled with intense family bickering. But now the Gravelstokes are attempting to rebuild. Xander and his siblings have decided to restore the family to prominence and power by quietly letting it known that they are back in the killing business. They secretly made contact with old family friends, patched up relationships with wealthy rivals, and arranged secret meetings with evil-minded people looking for power. If you need someone killed and have the coin to do it, then the Gravelstokes are available to be hired. Xander Gravelstoke is the family patriarch. As such, he conducts most of the family's business negotiations. He has a disarming personality and a good head for diplomacy. Yet beneath that is a cold, uncaring man with a heart of ice. Regan is his third and current wife. She is nearly half his age, has little skill with a weapon, is very attractive and demure, and, most importantly, knows how to keep a secret. When Xander's last two wives displeased him, he sent them on impossible missions, making their deaths look like an accident. Yet despite her loyalty, Regan does not have Xander's full confidence. Instead, the patriarch prefers the counsel of his uncle Baron and widowed sister-in-law Lenore. Xander has 3 siblings, Alicia, Micus, and Tovin. These siblings are inseparable. They live together, work together, and travel together between their estates or wherever the work may take them. It's very well known that the 3 siblings share a fondness for each other. It has even led to some debased offspring rumors about their children, albeit false ones. While these Lannister-esque rumors are false, tales of their cruelty are not. The siblings are cruel, moody, and carefully choose their public actions in order to seem totally unhinged. This allows people to underestimate them or write off any weird peculiarities under the guise of insanity or madness. However, when the trio is focused on an objective, they form a deadly and formidable triad, one that is almost unbeatable. Vincent Gravelstoke is the forlorn son of Xander, a product of his second marriage. He is a quiet, reclusive sociopath. He is a gorgeous man, but one with a resting scowl face. He has an emo demeanor. He prefers to observe from a distance than to socialize. And on the battlefield, he skirts around his foes while looking for the right moment to strike. Unlike others in his family, Vincent is very particular about who he will kill and who he won't. This makes him of little use as a hired assassin, and leaving Xander unsure what to do with his son and what Vincent's place in the family actually is. Will Vincent rise to the prominence that his father once did? Or will the son suffer the same fate as his mother, sent on an impossible mission and having his death look like an accident? The Gravelstoke family are dangerous people, but they are not suicidal. If a mission goes bad, they will retreat to familiar ground, most likely one of their homes.
At least now I know where to find them.
Be careful. Their mansions are riddled with secret doors and traps meant to confuse and slay unwanted guests. There may also be a portal in each of their mansions from which they can escape.
Portals to where?
Rumors are that the portal connects to a hidden Gravelstoke manor located deep in the Shadowfell. If you don't mind me asking, Reyra, how did you come to be their target?
I was dealing with some undead that were attacking farms. It was starting to look like the Baron was a necromancer. Next thing I know, these assassins show up.
I think that means you're on the right path.
The right one indeed. Thank you for your help, Castor. I am in your debt.
I am happy to do it. I hope this helps on your hunt. Please, you have an open invitation to join me again in my library for more stories and lore about the darkest villains from the darkest realms. This has been the Dastardly Decimal System, and once again, I am your librarian, Castor Cain.
Assassino!
Do you love the Dastardly Decimal System and want to support us? Check out our new Patreon. Members will get access to show notes, official artwork, our new bonus episode series called Cleaning Up After Tea Time, and of course, plenty of cat pics of Vega voice actors, Zid and Vash. You'll even be able to suggest a topic for a future episode. Check it out at patreon.com/Dastardly Decimal System. If you're not financially able and still want to support us, suggest the show to a D&D loving friend. It really helps us get noticed. The Dastardly Decimal System can be found on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Blue Sky at DD System Podcast. That's Delta Delta System Podcast. Drop us a message and say hi. Vega always loves the attention. This podcast was produced by Midnight Reading Audio, a division of Midnight Reading Publishing. The voice of Castor Cain is Larry Gent. The voice of Reyra Yuval is Valérie Gent. Hi! The voice of Vega is provided by our cats, Vash and Zid. The music was L, The Birth. Music by Andreas Rodriguez from Pixabay. Licensed under the Creative Commons. Thank you and have a wonderful, wonderful day.